right now. But in the video, we're going to move on to number 3. Number 3 is exactly the same as our problems from before, but now we have a quantity demanded 1 and a quantity demanded 2. Now what this represents is time passes and the demand has changed. All right? So we're going to start by graphing our demand curve for demand curve 1. At $600, the quantity demanded for quantity demanded 1 is 20. And following down, at $500, it is 30. At $400, the quantity demanded is 40. At $300, the quantity demanded is 50. At $200, the quantity demanded is 60. And at $100, the quantity demanded is 70. We're going to draw this graph. We're going to label it D1. Okay, D1 because it's quantity demanded 1. Now let's graph quantity demanded 2, which basically, actually before we do that, let's look at our supplied curve. So starting with the supply, we have $600 and the quantity demanded here, the quantity supplied is 80. At $500, the quantity supplied is 70. At $400, the quantity supplied is 60. At $300, the quantity supplied is 50. At $200, the quantity supplied is 40. And at $100, the quantity supplied is 30. So we're going to go ahead and draw this, and this is our supply curve. All right, so this is our equilibrium price. I want to go ahead and mark that right now. So at 300, and we're going to do PE. And because it's the intersection with D1, we're going to say PE1. 50 is going to be our Q quantity at equilibrium with demand curve number 1. Okay? Now we have a change. Time passes and quantity demanded 2 is now on the graph. So at $600, the quantity demanded for quantity demanded 2 is 40. At $500, it's 50. At $400, it's 60. And you can see that it continues in this way. We're going to draw that graph, D2. So what we've seen here is a shift in the demand curve where at any given price level, at $300, people used to want 50 of this item. Now, if it costs $300, people want 70. Now, there's all sorts of reasons why this could happen, and I will encourage you to go look at the Google Doc that is posted with this video that explains what kinds of reasons cause demand curves to shift right, what can cause them to shift left, and also what kinds of causes can cause the supply curve to move to the right or can cause the supply curve to move to the left. So when we get to these questions that tell us to list a reason, you need to go look at that document, and you can really pick any reason for these examples. Okay, what was the original equilibrium price? Well, the original equilibrium price before the time passed was $300. This is our PE1. Our original equilibrium quantity was 50. Remember, this is our original equilibrium. Which direction did the demand curve shift from QD1 to QD2, meaning quantity demanded 1 to quantity demanded 2? It shifted to the right. And how did the shift affect the price? Well, to figure that out, we need to realize that now that we have a new curve, we have a new equilibrium right here. So this is our PE2 at $400. And our new QE, or our QE2, is 60. So how did the shift affect the price? Well, it increased. To be specific, we can say it increased $100. And the new equilibrium price is $400. And the new equilibrium quantity is 60. Now, there's lots of reasons that demand curves can shift to the right. So we need to check our list, and again, go to Google Classroom. Where this video is posted, you'll find the list. So, one of the reasons that I'm looking at is that they can shift right. Reasons demand curves can shift right would be an increase in income. Other reasons could be an increase in the price of substitutes. And what I mean by a substitute would be, let's say that this is the demand curve for Pepsi. If Coca-Cola goes up in price, maybe more people would prefer to buy Pepsi. So substitutes are two goods that can be easily traded for one another. If I don't want to pay the high price for Pepsi, I can go buy Coca-Cola if it is cheaper, and I won't be too upset. I know some people have strong opinions, but come on, they're pretty much the same drink. There's a whole lot of other reasons. Go check out that list in Google Classroom. Okay. We're going to do one more of these examples together. So number 4 says to do the same thing. Let's go ahead and graph our price and quantity demanded 1. At $80, there's a quantity demanded of 10. At $70, there's a quantity demanded of 20. At $60, there's a quantity demanded of 30. At $50, it is 40. At $40, they demand 50. At $30, there's a quantity demanded of 60. At $20, there's a quantity demanded of 70. And at $10, there's a quantity demanded of 80. This is our D1 curve, or QD1 if you prefer, but I'm just going to call it D1. Quantity supplied. Let's get that supply curve on here. So at $80, suppliers, producers, companies will provide 90 of this item. At $70, they will provide 80. At $60, they will provide 70. At $50, the quantity supplied will be 60. At $40, the quantity supplied will be 50. At $30, the quantity supplied will be 40. And at $20, the quantity supplied will be 30. Lastly, at $10, the quantity supplied will be 20. All right. So this is my supply curve. Okay. What was the original equilibrium price? The original equilibrium price was $40, or PE1. And the original equilibrium quantity was 50, or QE1. So the original equilibrium price, $40. The original equilibrium quantity, 50. Which direction did the curve shift? Let's graph our new curve. So now at $80 for D2, after time has passed, the new quantity demanded is 0. Oh, this is interesting. It's moving in the other direction now. At $70, quantity demanded is 5, so I have to go in between 0 and 10 lines. At $60, quantity demanded is 10. At $50, it's 15. At $40, quantity demanded is 20. At $30, it's 25. At $20, the quantity demanded is 30. And at $10, the quantity demanded is 35. So not only did our demand curve shift, here's D2, to the left this time. And notice that it got steeper. Okay? That is called elasticity of demand, but we are not going to worry about that for right now. Just know that it shifted to the left. So in this case, at any given price, like $40, now people want less than they did before. They used to want 50 if they could get them for $40 each. Now at the price of $40, they will only buy 20 of this product. So, which direction did it shift? It shifted to the left. How did the shift affect the price? Well, we have to know what the new equilibrium price and quantity are, which is where the new demand curve, D2, and supply intersect. So my new equilibrium quantity is 30, and my new equilibrium price is $20. So the price decreased by $20. The new equilibrium price is $20, and the new equilibrium quantity is 30. Now, the demand curve shifted to the left, which lowered the price. Less demand of something, price goes down, less people are buying them. What are some reasons why this could happen? Reasons that demand curves can shift left. Again, go check that Google document, please. Reasons that demand curves can shift left would be a decrease in income. Or a decrease in desire for this product. Could also be a reduction in population. So let's say there's a terrible natural disaster in a given area and less people live there now, so there's going to be less demand for that good in that market. Another one last reason, and there's more on the list again, could be expectations that prices will go down in the future. So if I know that the price of this product, let's say it's a TV, is going to be reduced on Black Friday, then I might not want to buy it right now. I'm going to wait. So this could cause demand in the current day to go down, and then on Black Friday that demand will shift up again. Okay, so these are some reasons. Again, check the list, pause and ask me any questions if you have them right now. I'd like you guys to work on number 5 and number 6 on your own, but there's an important difference here, guys. Instead of the demand curve moving now, we have quantity supplied 1 and quantity supplied 2. So you will end up with a graph that has one demand curve like this, and then you will have a supply curve like this, and then maybe another supply curve, S2, that goes like this, okay? Or the S2 could go this way. So pay attention to what they say and label your graphs accordingly, okay? You're going to have 2 supply curves and 1 demand curve this time. You'll have one line that goes in this way, and you'll have 2 different ones that go this way, okay? Good luck.